The night of April 11, 1981, in the quiet resort town of Keddie, California, marked the beginning of a chilling mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Inside Cabin 28, a horrific scene awaited discovery. One that would haunt the small community for decades. This is the story of the Keddie Cabin Murders. The Sharp family had moved to Keddie seeking a fresh start. 36-year-old Glenna Sue Sharp was a devoted mother, trying to build a new life for her 5 children after leaving an abusive relationship. She was a kind, warm-hearted woman doing her best in a difficult situation. That evening, her 15-year-old son, John, was at home. Like many boys his age, he enjoyed spending time with his friends, one of whom was 17-year-old Dana Wingate. Dana, who had a history of getting into minor trouble, was staying with the Sharps for a bit. The next morning, Sue's 14-year-old daughter, Sheila, returned from a sleepover at a neighbor's cabin. When she opened the door to Cabin 28, she walked into a living nightmare. Her mother, Sue, her brother John, and his friend Dana had been brutally murdered. They were bound with electrical wire and medical tape. The scene was one of unimaginable violence, but the horror didn't end there. Sue's 12-year-old daughter, Tina, was missing. The investigation that followed was immediately fraught with confusion and what many would later call major missteps. The Plumas County Sheriff's Department was small and ill-equipped to handle a crime of this magnitude. The crime scene was not properly secured, and potential evidence was contaminated or overlooked. Interviews were conducted, and suspects were identified, including Sue's neighbor, Marty Smart, and his friend Bo Bubede. Marty even allegedly confessed to his wife, Marilyn, that he was responsible, but law enforcement seemed to dismiss this lead. 3 years later, in 1984, a portion of a human skull was discovered in the wilderness nearly 30 miles from Keddie. It was identified as Tina Sharp's. The discovery confirmed she was the 4th victim, but it brought investigators no closer to finding her killer. For years, the case went cold. The files collected dust, and the families of the victims were left without answers, without justice. Decades passed, but the story of Cabin 28 refused to fade. Thanks to the rise of the internet and true crime communities, new generations learned about the case, and pressure mounted for it to be re-examined. New sheriffs and investigators have since taken up the cause, reviewing old evidence with modern technology. A hammer matching the description of one of the murder weapons was found in a local pond. A taped confession from Marty Smart was also uncovered, recorded shortly after the murders. Despite these developments, no arrests have ever been made. Marty and Bo have since passed away, taking their secrets with them. The Keddie Cabin Murders remain a dark stain on California's history. It's a tragic story of a family destroyed, and a case plagued by questions. Will we ever know what truly happened in Cabin 28? For now, it remains one of America's most haunting unsolved mysteries. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story compelling, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into historical cases.